The world is not a fair place. I tell my son, I say, you could do everything right, everything they tell you to do, and you still might not be lucky in this life. Now, my daughter's headstrong. She doesn't listen, but my son is softer. I tried hard for those kids. I worked my ass off to get those kids. I ruined myself doing it, and I guess it's worth it, but also who knows if anything's worth it. Sometimes I look at them and Jesus. What about you? You think your life's been worth it? You make good choices when you look back on things? That's really it, isn't it? No matter what happens, you want to be able to look back and say, I did my best. What came at me, I knocked it back over the net the best I could. I'd say I'm about 60-40 that way. I'm basically comfortable with my decisions. There's some things I do different, but this is the other thing, and I tell my son this all the time. It's never too late. Till God takes your last breath, it is never too late to change your plans. Don't be afraid to be very bold in that direction. You don't like where you ended up, a particular path you're walking down, you turn around. Or you step off the path, make your own way through. For a while, I had a business out of my home doing inspirational quotes on soft goods and fine breakables. It wasn't lucrative, my husband didn't love it, and eventually I had to give it up. But it gave me a lot of pleasure coming up with those things to say. I got a knack for that kind of phrasing. It comes naturally to me. And I got a lot of emails from people all over the world that said the products really spoke to them. Often in difficult times. With the internet today, it's incredible where you can reach people. I sent items to Japan. I sent to Guam once. It's like Guam is what Pennsylvania was to us when we were kids. Am I right? Anyway, my neighbor was telling me all about your fundraiser, and I'm definitely interested. I'll need to hear the details because I want to help. Now, keep this in mind. I'm doing my part right now. I'm staying away from people, but I need you to do your part, WP, and make sure that when this is over, I can be next to people in your theater, shoulder to shoulder, with the flow of a story. Because there's nothing I like better than telling off my neighbor so I can get comfortable.